It's crazy, guys. The Sims 4 is now officially 8 years old, and I know you're probably thinking, Matt, you're a day late. This was yesterday. You should have done this yesterday, and I did plan on doing it yesterday, but still, it doesn't change the fact that The Sims 4 is still officially 8 years old. The game officially had its 8th birthday yesterday, September 2nd, and a lot has changed between launch and now. When the game was first released 8 years ago, it was launched with loads of controversy, as the base game actually wasn't filled with things that the previous base game, The Sims 3, had. There were no cars, and still aren't. There were no pools. There were even no toddlers, guys. For those of you that have joined the Sims franchise or joined the Sims community sometime after the release of The Sims 4, all of those things that we know and love were actually not in the base game at launch. Even aliens weren't in the base game at launch. There was so much that was missing. Thankfully, eventually the Sims team did patch in toddlers, and we got a whole huge update for that, which is good, but a lot of stuff was not made available at first. And on top of that, when The Sims 4 launched, of course, obviously, as it still is today, there is no open world, and The Sims 3 had an open world. So a lot of Simmers, those coming from The Sims 3, definitely felt like it was a step in the wrong direction. The Sims 4 has definitely grown and improved over time in various ways, but I'm gonna be honest and say that I definitely don't think it is anywhere near where it should be, especially after now over 8 years of them releasing content for this game. And if you add all of the packs up together at full price, we're over $1,000 now at this point. It is insane. And unfortunately, 8 years later, we're being plagued with bugs and issues and unstable games, still many missing highly requested features, though a lot of stuff has thankfully come to the game. I definitely don't think it should have taken this long, nor costed the amount of money it has to get what we have. Just my honest opinion, as I feel like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3 did a better job at giving players a better bang for their buck than The Sims 4 has done in double the time, like 8 years. The Sims 3 came out in 2009, and it was pretty much done, I would say, by 2013 to 2014. So that's 4 to 5 years, and the same goes for The Sims 2, released in 2004 and pretty much done 2008 to 2009. Another 4 to 5 years of content rollout, packs with better bangs for your buck, more value for the content. Yes, definitely less packs, but more value per pack, you know? Whereas now it definitely feels like a cash grab. They're definitely milking a very, very sickly cow that does not want to be milked any longer. But now we will probably have The Sims 4 around for quite some time, as sim gurus and higher ups are saying that they have many more years still planned for The Sims 4, even though we're at 8 years. So I could honestly see this game pushing probably 10 years, maybe even longer at that point, which is just insane for one game to be milked bone dry. Is The Sims 4 worth saving to you at this point? Do you feel like if they were to continue pumping out new updates and new content for The Sims 4 for the next 2 to 4 years, I would say, do you think that that would help the game, or do you think it would ultimately hurt it? Honestly, in my opinion, I don't see how new content is going to fix the game, because all of the issues, or most of the issues at least, are coming from the foundation. The game is unstable, it's unplayable for some, there are so many bugs and issues, and the more that they keep adding content onto it, the worse it's going to get. And as much as there are things that I would love to see in The Sims 4, adding things with either no fixes or very few fixes isn't going to change the game as a whole for me. I don't think we should move on to The Sims 4 yet, though. I don't think that's the right answer either. I just think that we need some time of no new content for The Sims 4 and just bug fixes and making the game playable, and then maybe more content sometime down in the future, but it's obvious that that's most likely not going to happen. The Sims 4 and EA, they need revenue, they need income, they have goals to meet, so unfortunately, that's a pipe dream, at least in my opinion. Share your thoughts down below. If you could improve The Sims 4, if it were to continue for the next couple of years, how would you improve it? I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and wow, I can't believe this. 8 years, guys, 8 years. Take care. Happy simming, happy parrot living. Want to get to know me more? I'm sharing a more personal look into my life behind the scenes over on Patreon. You'll have access to lifestyle videos, mukbangs, and all sorts of other fun vlogs, as well as have your name featured at the end of videos like the one you just finished watching, as my way of saying thank you for supporting me a little extra. If you aren't already over there, I hope to see you soon.